Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Say some quick hellos for you. Mark's not up here right now. Unless his microphone starts working, it's gonna be me. I might put the link out later if you want to talk about events, because that's what tonight is. Um, Real quick, I did get some mail, which contains some more fun firefighter detecting stickers and patches. So tonight, you know what we do when I get a mail, I do a sticker pack giveaway, and because I'm going to give one of the patches away tonight of firefighter detecting. Oh, Mark's here. Hang on.
I got it fixed.
He got his microphone fixed. So real quick
Yep.
before we say hello, we got firefighter detecting. It's a patch.
Cool.
Yeah. Um, so you don't have to put any hashtags tonight in the chat. I'm already collecting comments. And for the sticker packs, you really don't have to be here, but you do have to get a hold of me within 1 week. All right, and my
Hey,
my email
Marty.
address is on my about section on YouTube. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, Detective Smile, me. This is the last square one, but it is the cutout one. Ohio River History,
There we go.
Sweet Digs. She is now the host of I Dig Fridays.
Yep.
If you want to get involved in I Dig Fridays, pop in and say you want to be part of it. I will hopefully one day be back to it. Metal Detecting Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house. I just love saying that.
Hi, did you say that he fixes microphone? The microphone fixed? Yeah, I did say microphone.
Microphone.
Mason Merck. I think I did say microphone. Degologist at See Through. And Mark Tuba.
Tiba.
Tuba. So that's the sticker pack for tonight. Let's say hello real quick to all our friends. Michael Fowler was the first. He's not here right now, but he was the first. Then we have LL and DB. They were first, second, and third. Then came in one half of your name, Mark. Patrick Parker, Mr. Patrick from
Patrick.
Rogersville, Tennessee. Metal detectorist. Hey, hey. Uh, Expressions from the outdoor with a super chat. Thank you very much. Like I said, all the super chats and memberships will be going to getting two of our
There we are.
supporters. Most of us do create content, and they're huge supporters of everybody. And that's Patty Disharoon and Crazy About a Mercury, Diana, to their
Yep.
first events next year. Team Lynch, BMD,
Team Lynch.
Marty Verstal,
Hey, Marty.
Lucky Duck Digger, Colleen, how you doing?
Colleen.
Shane, I already said his name, but hey, Shane. Michael
What's up,
Farley,
Slob?
he wants to know if you're going to be on tomorrow. Squirrels Magnifishing. Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you in a while, but I also haven't been in a lot
We
of chat.
squirrel.
Squirrels in a lot of. So, and JBB,
JPP.
she got her sticker pack today. Thank you again. You're welcome again. Thank you for all your support. It's a pleasure. Shane put up one.
Ooh, Shane. Nice.
Thank you very much, Shane. All right, so that's the hello. So I don't know if you saw the thumbnail or read the description when I sent you the link.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, that's okay. I also didn't say, hey, this is the subject. But tonight's subject is events because most of us do belong to James Huntley's group. And I forgot to message him, but James Huntley's group, Seated in Natural Hunt Reviews and Events and whatever. And for the most part, people are pretty positive about the reviews, but there's been a couple disgruntled people, or I'll say the truth, disappointed people. So I wanted to talk about events, but not about the event themselves per se, like, oh, I'm going to this event, or I always go to that event. But when you're signing up for an event where you've gone once, twice, or 50 times, or never, what I want to know what you expect from an event. Like, what do you build yourself up for? What is an event for you? A metal detecting event. Natural and seeded, or seeded only. Which do you prefer? And because I did see, a couple, like I said, disappointed people. When I go to events, either natural or seated or a mixture of both. Hey, Detective Smile, I got your sticker in the sticker pack giveaway. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm gonna have to. I probably should put the little, because I know some people feel some ways about events, but I like to know what you think. Do you build yourself up? What are you looking for? Are you hoping to get your money back in tickets? Are you expecting your ticket prices? Um, hey, Mud Swat, what's up? You're not here. You just appears that way. Are you hoping to win your money back? Are you expecting your entry fees to go into only the seated? I mean, like what? I want to know what you expect. I'll tell you what I expect, and when Mark comes back on, he'll tell you about events he's been to. I've been to many. Some were better than the others, but fortunately, I've not been the one that's been like totally craptastic. But I've been to some hunts where the first time they've held a hunt, and I've been to some that have been ongoing. Um, and I don't think I've actually been disappointed in it. Well, I haven't been disappointed in a hunt. I've been disappointed in myself. Put it that way. When I went to Detecting the Heartland, which was one of the major events I went to this year, actually, I only went to three. But that was one of the major ones I went to, Detecting the Heartland. I knew I wasn't probably going to do well in the seated. I went because the seated was on the ground, so I knew I had a better chance with my shoulder injury to be able to. Sorry, I want to watch the chat too. You need to get a better metal detector. I don't know what one you have, Squirrel. So I go for the social aspect of the whole event. I go to see old friends, meet new ones. Um, because we all have a persona on YouTube, and what better way to get to know somebody than meet them in person, Do I hope to win prizes? Of course I do. Do I hope to be one of those speed racers through a seated hunt and find all the silvers? Of course I do. Do I get disappointed? Sure I do. There's times I left with a lot of prizes and a lot of token finds for prizes, a lot of silvers. And there's times I went like Detecting the Heartland, mainly Dirt Fishing's first hunt, and the Ansley Kate fundraiser hunt, where I didn't find very much at all. But I knew that was because of me and not the event per se. It's a beginning. So let's see what they're saying in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Free coffee. I go for food.
Well, the Lynches always have coffee and donuts at Staten Island History Hunters. Our club hunt, they bring it. It's our club president, Moondoggy coffee. It's good coffee. What the guy says, to see and hang with people and dig somewhere, everything else is gratis. Exactly. I mean,
I'm with you calling it.
Let's see what else we got in the chat. I just go to hang with Rachel. Well, when I heard Marty was going to be at Detecting the Heartland, I had to go. Just a raw digger. Yeah, no, events aren't for everybody. You know what I mean? Like they're not for everybody. Not everybody wants to go to one. Just want to have a good time, see my friends. That's the most important part, that you have a good time.
Yep. Hey, Detective Smile.
But I expect to have a good time and meet new people. Wouldn't you mind finding something? See, these are the attitudes you should go with. DD!
Yep.
When we went to dig stock, our Monday Digs group had the expectation we would dig on old land and have a possibility to find older stuff and be together. We got everything we expected. Well, that's good. But part of your equation there is everybody expects to find something when they go. So I always tell people, Detective Smile says I go to meet people. I go for the food carts.
Mhm.
Rachel has a great dog. I do. He's a good boy. Shh. If we're quiet, he might not hear us. Free coffee. What lucky duck saying hi to everybody. I love getting to hunt somewhere different. You definitely will be disappointed. That's what I mean. What do you build it up to? What are these people that there? Like I said, there are some events that really are truly worthy of a bad review. Um, have I been to them? No, but what you could tell the difference between disappointment and a really bad event.
Mhm.
Disappointment, you're not going to go into detail. Team Lynch, I like seated and natural combined, but they are all off fun. You know, only spend a lifetime going to festivals just to be around that type of events. I get it. You know, I actually have social anxiety, so when I plan an event, it's like it works in my brain for me. And then I can handle being around a lot of people. The chance, the possibility, we knew we may not find crap. Exactly. So
Yep.
he's sleeping right now, Patrick. He'll probably make appearance at some point. I dug gold and silver at detecting the heartland. Yeah, you did. Got the red bells, were celebrities, made new friends, and had a hell of a good time. Exactly. That's what it
Yep.
is. I've never been to at a big event. Well, they're all big in there. You know, there's some are big, some are small. I've been to both. Like I said, my idea of an event, and Mark has his own feelings about events too, is I'm really excited just to see new people, see some people I don't get to see very much at all. Just go there and be free, have a good time. I'm with people that have the same hobby as me,
Mhm.
and some of us are different in our detecting. Some of us are coin shooters, some of us are relic hunters, some of us are a mixture of both. Some of us are fields, some of us are homes, some of us are woods, some of us are beach. So we do have differing in our metal detecting, but we all do the same thing. So being around people, like that, do the same stuff as you. And I'm only mentioning it. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. You could go look up the review yourself. He found one treasure chest that Gypsy Jules had, and he complained, of course. And I'm not saying, of course, like, well, he should. I just mean, like, he complained that the hunt was crap because this is all he found. And I'm going to put that to detectability, a detector's ability. When you're in a seated hunt, for those of you who have never done one, they're very competitive.
Oh yeah.
They're done in 10 minutes. Now, she did have constructive criticism, which I could appreciate. And this is not somebody butthurt because they only found one thing, but what they felt could have gone better for the seated hunt would have been a smaller field for the amount of people on it because it was a very large field. She put a lot of little treasure chests. You guys saw her a few weeks ago when I had her on. Hey, Ram Detecting. And
Hey, Ram.
found another piece of old school desk and modern lock. The list is junk. Keep going, JBP. Worst part is remembering names. Yeah, I'm better with faces, especially when it comes to YouTube. People are like, "Don't you know who I am?" Yeah, but I watch
Mhm.
so many channels, you know. But yeah, I know who you are. I just at that moment may not know your name. Doesn't mean I don't think about like hair. But um, so the constructive criticism was that they felt that maybe the field could have been a little smaller, things a little more. This seemed like it wasn't evenly seated, and I could understand that. Um, you don't have people. The people helping her aren't people who are familiar with seeding, and it's hard to seed equally. You know, when you're seeding a big field, they probably get tired. I remember when I went to the Garrett one, and there were spots where it was just a handful, and then there was nothing for about 40 feet. Um, so
Hey, DB.
uh, so that's the difference in making a negative review. Is the one guy complained because he found one thing and thought the whole event was crap because that's all he found. And then 4,000 subscribers, and I belong to 6 clubs. Yeah, the Lynches belong to a lot. I'm cheap in the way. I only belong to one, but I have to join the South Jersey Metal Detecting Club so I could do their hunt at what you know that lake I'm talking about. I can't remember the name. It starts with an A right now. Can't say it's a hard name. Abisican Lake or something. Atzian Lake. Oh, Danny boy, what's up?
Hey, Dan.
I'm a relatively new detector, so it's been great seeing people I've watched on YouTube in person and meeting others to find surprises are nice, but the overall social experience is what I like. So
Right.
that's the exact mindset you should have when you go to an event. Meeting the people, having a good time, hanging out, laughing, cutting up, whatever, you know, the prizes, the fines should be secondary to that. This is a very solo hobby. Even when you detect with, meet up with a few people and go detecting together, you're still solo.
Oh yeah.
But at an event, for some reason, you're not. It's just, you're just not. You're in a group, and for some reason, everybody sticks right next to each other out in the fields,
Mhm.
like within talking distance. You don't have to yell. But I mean, if you're gonna criticize an event, and I'm not defending my Gypsy because she's my
Hey,
friend.
Robert.
Hey, mainly, hello. I've been traveling.
Mm.
I am criticizing the way the review was done. There's, you know, people replied to his review and said that I found all this, and I mean these people had 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 treasure chests, and then they complained about, hey, Frank Northern
Right.
found complained about what were in the treasure chests. Man, she put like 50 treasure chests out there. You think every one of them is going to have a big silver dollar in it? She put a whole bunch of tchotchkes in there. She put a little treasure chest, little trinkets of treasure in there. Hey, the mole.
Hey, Mo.
I, I get you. I get you, DB. I don't do group stuffs either. I try to do the small things now, 2 or 3 people. I mostly meet up with the
No
Lynch.
problem, Michael.
You're welcome, Michael. You're a good dude. Um, so what are your feelings, Mark?
About
Okay.
seated hunts and stuff.
Hmm.
I have no problem with them. When I go to those, I don't go there expecting them to come walk away with like 10 pounds of gold and silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
The couple I went to, I just merely went there just to meet the other people that's in this hobby.
Well,
I
when
mean,
we met up at Come Out Swinging, we both detected about the same amount of time, which was very little.
out of 2 days, yeah. It
Yeah.
was like as soon as we saw each other, me, you, and Piper were like, shounk, that was it.
And I remember Robert Thiessen joked about that one time when I had him on the stream. He was like, "Yeah, you don't because you're being a social butterfly." I was like, "Yeah, because I'm there to hang out with people." I
Hmm.
mean, and it puts you on a spot you never detected before. I mean, the big
Yeah.
one last year with Dig Stock last spring, and a lot of complaints because people weren't. I don't know what they build up in their heads. This was 1,000 acres. There's no way they could detect all 1,000 acres to check it out for you. So it's just like getting a permission. You're on a
Hmm.
new spot, and either you're going to hit or you're not. And there were some great things found, just not everybody found great things. And the ones who didn't find great things
Yeah.
were the biggest ones that were disappointed. Me, I would have
Yeah.
been excited to find a hot comb. There were lots of them found because I don't think most of those people realized these were sharecropper homes. And I don't think most people realize that, sharecroppers at that time in the 1800s were freed slaves. And they didn't
Hmm.
have a heck of a lot of money, and their hot combs were specialized. It was a special item. The black woman could use our brushes, but we can't use their hot combs. So they weren't cheap. So for them to lose a hot comb or, very hard to break because it's a big piece of steel, yeah, you did. That's where you met me. That's right, Golly. Um, uh, so they were specialized items, so they weren't cheap. So if you're finding a hot comb out in the field that's not bent and not broken and the teeth are all there, and they missed that hot comb when it went missing,
Oh yeah.
because they,
Keep
the
digging.
people who supplied it, the blacksmiths who make them, knew it was a specialty item and could charge them a pretty penny for it,
Hmm.
and that one hot comb would be for all the girls in the family. So to find those hot combs, and people were like, most of them didn't know what they were, but the ones who did, I'm like, that was a big deal. To me, that's like finding a silver dollar.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a cheap item. The buttons they wore, sure, they were cheap. Everybody wore the buttons, but them hot combs were
Right.
costly. Relics are the best. Yeah, I'm a relic hunter. I went to several years of coming swinging with little to show, but plenty was found by some. Exactly, Tim. The one that Mark went to, Joe said he found that Barber half, I think. I think it was a
I
Barber
think
half.
so, yeah.
And he literally found it right where I was at. Of course, he had to rub it in when he found it because I was still there. Hey, Yodi. He was like, "You're just right here," and look what I said. I can't believe I just found. I was like, "Oh, I gotta go away." But yeah, so when you go to an event and there's 100 people there, and in the case of that dig stock last year, Colleen, that one I don't remember 700 people at that one on 1,000 acres. Now, is all 700 plus people going to find something really, really cool?
Oh, hell no.
No.
It's impossible.
Yep. But a lot of cool things were found. And the same at this past spring dig stock. I didn't hunt that one, but I was at the table when people and writing up their names for the things they were finding and bringing up. And there was a lot of really nice stuff found. You found a few coins in a ring.
Nice.
I don't remember. Did you say what brand you have? I mean, I started with a bounty hunter tracker 4, and I found some really good stuff with that. I'm just saying, as long as it ain't Chinese, any machine you get that's brand name, bounty hunter, Fisher, Technetics, Noka, Garrett, Mind Lab. They're all good. LL, Miss Loretta. Mud Swat found 2 silver halves on vacation in a coin roll hunt and a 40%er and a 90%er. Nice.
That's sweet.
KDMD. Oh, keep digging metal detecting. Treasure Tech Elite. Well, I know that's not a Chinese one because they have rare one like Sun Pao. So I know that's not one of the Chinese ones. Now, the lag might be a little bit on there. So you may not be pinching.
What's wrong with these Chinese detectors?
What do you got? A Sun Pao?
No, it's called Pankey.
Pankey? Hey man, as long as they're not beeping in the air, they're good.
No, this thing beeps when nothing's there. When you go over something good, it ignores it. But when you're over just empty dirt, it sounds so great you want to dig it. Yeah.
Tri Valley, he just had a recent event too. And see when I'm talking about giving reviews, and if you had a unpleasant experience, and you want to give a negative review, there's a way to go about it. Like I said, one was very constructive on the field size and what they feel would have made it better, especially when there's some older folks doing the seated hunt too. Very constructive, giving some advice on what they feel would make a better seated hunt. And then you had the one that was disappointing because he found one thing that's user, that's not event. And you could just tell it was a little butthurt one. I'm not trying to diss the guy. I don't know him. I'm just saying it comes off that way, and many people felt it. So if you're going to give a bad review, at least give it constructively. Look, I've been to a lot of hunts. This one I felt could have done this, and give advice. When I went to Robert Mainly Dirt Fishing's first one, it was his very first one. He put it on in 3 weeks. And were there some hiccups? Of course there were, because it was his very first one. Were there major hiccups? No, they weren't. There were minor hiccups. And I gave a little bit of advice on what he could do in the future when he has more time to plan it, and I'm sure he will do, to make it an even better event. And for the amount of time that he had to put it on, I think it was a really good event. I really couldn't complain about it because he gave himself 3 weeks to get this together, and nobody left disappointed. Over 30 people came, so but there's a way to do it constructively, and there's a way to do it and make yourself sound butthurt. You don't want to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Give a constructive criticism. If it was a really crappy event, like just crappy altogether, then yeah, say this is the event. This is what I saw. Like the Relic Con.
Don't know that one.
That was the one a couple years ago in South Carolina. They just did one. I think it was this spring. I think they did. It's a couple. I forget what they called this one. And they took off with the money. They didn't supply the detectors they were supposed to supply for the hunt.
Oh,
They did
wow.
it for a club. Yeah, it was. Ooh, it was. It's still all over Facebook. If you the posts are still there.
Wow.
So a hunt like that obviously is going to get negative reviews. But like I said, there's a way. If it's the hunt itself and not your disappointment and what you were expecting to find, but that the hunt is not run well, it's not like it's not what it was advertised or any of that.
You're wrong.
There's a way to leave your negative review so you don't look like somebody that is butthurt.
Mm-hmm. And me, I very rarely will post a negative review of anything. I just mainly keep it to myself. Yeah, if I had a great time, I'll let people know. But yeah, if it wasn't a fun time for me, I just keep it to myself.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, Tim. The Sunpow's not that bad. I was just using that name because it's the only one I knew. There's like
Hey, Tom.
700 different types of detectors coming from China on Amazon. And
Oh
actually,
yeah.
the Sunpow really isn't horrible. I'm just using that name because it's the only one I remembered. It does.
Oh,
That one actually beeps over metal.
now you got a new one to remember. Pankey.
Hanky. It's
Pankey.
it's
No, pan.
Panky because it's hanky.
Pankey. Yeah,
It's a
it's
hanky.
pancake. It's hanky.
It's hanky.
It's hanky.
Can't afford anything to experience on a medical tech. You can't afford to buy a better metal detector, is what you're saying. I'll just keep using that one for now, Squirrel. It's really not a bad one.
No.
Not one, not one that I heard a lot of. But Tom Kingery, Ronnie Adventures. Hello. Pancake because it only finds pancakes.
Dan, you won't even find a pancake.
Tom Kingery is awesome.
Awesome, Tom.
All right, Tim, we'll be here for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
five
so
or six more minutes.
that's that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. I just wanted to not talk about events that are coming up and which ones you're going to and blah 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 blah. Blah. But all right, I'll be here. Mark might be here. Depends on his
I'll
microphone.
be here.
But I just wanted to see, like what do people expect when they go to events? For me, it's like going to Disneyland without all that extra expense. Like when you get off a ride at Disneyland, you have to go to this through the store that's for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Too
Bring
true,
a little
Dan.
bit of extra cash for the raffles because I probably won't find tokens. Um, do I go there expecting? No, I go there hoping. I was really pleasantly surprised at the Dig Stock this past March that I won that day as two. I wasn't expecting that
Nice.
because I actually put most of my raffle tickets in the legend. I was like, I probably won't win the dais. Let me throw a few in there. But do I walk away with a detector every time? Oh, heck no. I did. A lot of people that have like Squirrel would have a brand new detector if I won one every time I went to an event. Because I only need so many, like the extra ones. I just donated one to the Ensley Kate hunt. But you never know what the future brings, Squirrel. If I win another
Very
detector,
true.
I'll send it to you. I got 3. I don't need more than I got 5 really. I just don't use the bounty hunters.
No, I sent that one to Miss Charlie.
Oh yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go, Squirrel. You always got this stream to go back on and say, see, you said right here. Unless of course it's a manicore, then I'll send you one of my, I'll send you one of my old ones. No. But if I win one in a
Well, if
raffle or
I
token,
want a Manicore, I would definitely get rid of it.
but yeah, I'll be going to a few next year, Squirrel. You never know what tomorrow brings. But you know, karma. We always talk about people talk about karma. That's karma's in every religion and every belief system, and we just call it karma because it's the coolest sounding word. It actually comes from, I
Mhm.
believe, Hindu. But we all believe in karma. Karma. Most of us think of karma in the bad way. Oh, karma will get them. They're due some karma. Don't worry, karma will get them. And people should be worried if they're gonna get some bad karma, but karma can also reward you. So you never know. As long as you're a good person.
Good purple person?
Yeah, good. I was gonna say good people. As long as you're a good people,
Okay.
karma will reward you just as much as it'll punish you. I don't want bad karma, so I try to make sure I get good juju, not bad juju. Frankster. Oh, for those of you who came in later, we do have a sticker pack because whenever I get mail, that includes little goodies to send you, such as stickers, patches, poker chips, magnets, firefighter detecting. I'm making sure I have it right side up.
There you go.
So I'm sending a patch. You can pop it on you, and it'll stay. And a mark to see.
That's see through.
Yeah, and then the gologist to see through too.
Cool.
And Mason Merck and metal detecting Brooklyn, almost see
Hey,
through.
Torchy.
If I hold it a certain way, it might be. There you go.
Brooklyn in the house.
Sweet digs.
Sweet digs.
He's in the chat. We got Ohio River history. What's up, Torchy?
Ohio.
What's up, beautiful people? He said.
Yeah, the
They
metal
both look cool.
detectors. That was a good
Mind.
question.
What?
Out of metal detectors, he said, "Do you like to use several different metal detectors to try to keep things interesting when you're out hunting an area, or just stick with one?" Me, what
Oh,
I like to do is I like to stick with one to do the area. Then I'll come back with a different one to see if there's anything I missed or if there's something this thing could find the other one didn't. Just
when you have two, yeah.
yeah.
What I would say, Scott McClory, Marvin Huff. I would say, you know, if you just have the one, I wouldn't look to go buy a new one yet. I would learn that one inside out, upside down, till it becomes an extension of your arm. And you don't have to look at, or you really shouldn't look at VDI first anyway. That should just be like a
Mhm.
kind of a reference because things aren't always what you think the VDI is telling you. I mean, at the Ansley Kate hunt, I did send Scott Lannon some wheat cents, not many, about 40 or 45, something like that. And I told him, well, do you want me to send them to you? He's like, yeah. So, well, because when you go over them, any machine, silver rosy and a wheat set ring up the same. They both bring
Mhm.
up 81, 82.
Hey,
So
Sarah.
on the AT Pro, I'm using AT Pro's numbers. So I would learn the one. Then once you feel you've mastered that one, because you'll still be learning. My AT Pro still teaches me things. Hey sister. Um, she caught the bug, by the way.
Figured.
Yeah. Then once you learn that one, then I would get a second one if you're interested or you already have it because you want it or whatever it is. Um, then learn that because you need to spend, 80, 100 hours just to get the basic knowledge of your detector and what you're digging. Because each of mine are different. I'm still
Hey,
learning the
Georgiana.
days too. There you go. Say first find was a weedy.
Nice.
Hey Georgianne. Yeah, I bet DB. I'll be learning the days too for years too because there's so many. The Days 2 is definitely, I mean, you definitely could use that as a starter machine if that's like if your budget was that and you wanted to get it. Hey, run free, good day.
Hey, Brun.
But my advice, I mean, yeah, if you got two detectors and you want to use them both, I would definitely spend more time on the one to make myself an expert at that one and then learn the second one. I'm out on a hill detecting in a moment. It's 11:30
Wow.
a.m. in Australia. Good morning. Oh,
Yeah.
almost good afternoon. It's hot. I know it's hot in Australia. It's hot down under. Yeah, you do need more practice, Sarah. I would suggest going to Homedale Park into the big field and just dig up clad coins all day. Yeah, they send you a notification for an update. Ain't that the way? That's the way it is. So yeah, Patrick. I mean, you got to do what's comfortable for you, but I would say, you know, you got Mark's advice. Go over it one and go over it the second one. But I would say learn the one really, really well, and then get your second. Unless you already have to, then take them both out. Learn
Yeah.
them at the same time. But each machine is going to be different. Their tones are going to be different. But I can tell you the Days 2 does not tell me it's a head stamp quite like the AT Pro does. I don't have to look at the VDI with the AT Pro. I know it's a shotgun head stamp every time I go over it. I'll still dig it, but I know it's a shotgun head stamp because I'm waiting for me to be wrong.
Torchy, my first metal detector was a Harbor Freight 9 function. It was just like a mimic of the Radio Shack one.
Whenever you're free, Sarah, but every time I call you, I'm busy. You used the Garrett AT Pro.
Ooh.
It's always ice cream weather. So to answer your question, Torchy, my very first detector was a um, Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. I went inexpensive because I wanted to make sure I've always wanted to detect ever since I was a
Hmm.
little girl. We grew up along the shore. I would see old men out on the beach all the time with their sticks picking up
Yeah.
stuff. I wanted one too. Um, but you know, I didn't insist enough with my parents, and then I actually didn't want to find gold and jewelry or anything. I wanted to find money to go buy ice cream and stuff like that and candy. So when I was older, sometime around Hurricane Sandy, I was like, you know what? I got the time. Let me just go ahead and get a detector. So I ordered one, a Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. I took it out. I learned it. About a year later, I bought the AT Pro. I used that almost exclusively for another. Well, no, I think I had the Bounty Hunter for longer than that. I don't remember. Maybe I had the Bounty Hunter 4 years, and I bought the AT Pro after that. Then I got
Prairie
the
Pirate.
600. I won that in a raffle, and then I got the Simplex. I bought that. I sent it to Patty Disharoon. Hey, Prairie Pirate. Um, yeah. And now I have the DS 2. I also have the Bounty Hunter Pioneer 505. I bought that for my nephew, and the guy packed it really nice. I bought it off eBay.
Hmm.
Packed it really well. But when it got to me, there was something wrong with the motherboard. Something happened in the shipping. It wasn't. I know the guy didn't send me a faulty one because the way he packed it like that thing was worth $1 million. Like it was very well packed. So I called First Texas, sent it out to them. They fixed it, sent it back, and didn't even charge me.
First Texas, they have a hell of a warranty. They're like 5, 6 years on their stuff.
Well,
Maybe
Torchy,
Tri Valley.
um, I don't know what your budget is. Uh,
Hey,
there's a
Marty.
lot of good machines out now that won't hurt the wallet that are great beginner machines. I am not sponsored by anybody, so I could say all the brands. Nokta has a lot of entry level machines that are really, really good. The Simplex, the triple scores. Um, MindLab has the Vanquish and another one that Team Lynch knows better than me because I can't remember the name of it. Garrett has the AT Pro, but they're coming out with a Vortex, and the Vortex 5 I think is like $400 or something, $300-400. So you have a lot of choices today that you didn't have 10 years ago on really, really
Yeah.
good machines for beginning machines. You're already well aware that you're going to be digging
Yeah.
trash because I've seen you in a lot of chats. I know you know we dig trash. If you were brand new to the hobby and only watched, the bigger YouTube channels that don't always show their trash or how much trash they dig for their coins and goodies they find, I would have
The
suggested
Apex.
Bounty Hunter and not spend a lot of money. But I know that, yeah, the triple score, from what I hear, is really good. I haven't played with it, but I do know people who have. Xterra Pro and Xterra Pro Elite. That's it. Xterra Pro. I couldn't remember the name. But I do know a lot of people use the triple score, the double score. They're really good machines. The Legend's a really good machine. You have such an array of choices now of machines that are less than $500-600 for starter machines that you're going to have for a long time and are very beginner friendly. To where when you're going to grow, as you grow, that machine is already there. So as you grow, the machine will advance with you because it already has those advanced features in it. So you can use it as a beginner and not have to go out and get a more fancy one because this one's already fancy, but it's beginner friendly. If that makes sense. Yeah. Let's see where we at. I'm eating a cookie, drinking cold water, sitting on top of a hill. Amazing views. Wish you were all here. I'm coming down there one of these days. I got to update my passport. Yeah, we need rain too. We've got fires going here. This community is awesome, Torchy. Prairie Pirate really likes Legend.
That's what I got, Prairie Pirate.
Yeah, I know you like it. Yodi's thinking of getting the triple score. I would just say go for it. You paying, sir? Martin's treasure hunting. How you doing? Can have your rain? Please send it over here. We do, like I said, we have one in South Jersey, one in North Jersey. Matter of fact, my son's fiance texted me yesterday. How close are you to the fires? Are you okay? I'm like, they're 2 hours north of me and like an hour and a half south of me. We're good. Wayne says he loves the Simplex, Fisher F-22, Garrett Ace, and Pioneer. And you pay if you win the lottery tonight. What is today? That's the big game. It is.
Prairie Pirate, I'm going to disagree with you. You can't really buy a bad machine.
How much was that?
I got it for free to do a review on.
Oh.
Yeah, and I did the review, and I couldn't post it because it was just bad.
I had to get my grandson's dinner. Yeah, you can buy a bad machine.
Mm-hmm.
You can. Okay, you win, Patrick. Prairie Pirate said. All right, find good stuff, Run Free.
Okay,
I'm sure Mark will tell you something different than I just did.
Just go find something stupid cool.
There you go. Thanks so much for visiting, Brun. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat.
Yep.
That's why you'll be helping me buy one, sis. And there are so many. I would have to take you to meet up with the Lynches when I detect with the Lynches. And I don't know, Tim. She's used the AT Pro. She's brand new. I'm not familiar anymore with Nokta as I was when I had the Simplex. Ooh, Lucky Duck just found a second
Ooh,
lead, 1909.
hurry up, flip it over. See if there's a VDB on it. Yeah, Brun, very true.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Sarah got the bug from going to the only detecting she's done has been at 2 events. She went with me to Mainly's. Patty Disharoom gave her the ticket that she won that Robert gave away.
Yep.
And Outdoors with Aaron. I didn't see Outdoors with Aaron come in, but he's now a coin shooter. Thank you. I didn't even see that. Thank you, Aaron. I'm planning on it. I didn't even see you sneak in, Aaron. I am planning on it. I'm hoping to. If everything goes right, I will be there. I have to look at the dates again. I want to. They do put on a really good hunt. I enjoyed myself a great deal. Um, as I was saying about expectations at events, their event is one of the, I've been following them for a while. I've seen what people found there, seen people's photos on and stuff like that on the group page, seeing people's videos there, and when I'm saying it lived up to my expectations. It wasn't that I went home with what I spent in the ticket, because
Yeah.
there's no way I'm getting close to how much I spent getting out there and stuff like that back. I don't expect it anyway, but it met my expectations of what I thought the hunt would be like in regards to everything else. There were a ton of prizes. I'm going to tell you that there were a ton. I didn't win a ton. I don't even think I won one. There were a nice amount of ground to detect on. I didn't do a whole lot of detecting, but there were some really, really good things found. Marty Verstahl found a couple rings. So it did live up to my expectations of what I was expecting the whole event to be like for me. Like I said, it wasn't prizes, but it was the ambiance. It was the whole way it was run. It was just a really good hunt. I was not disappointed going there. Did I hope to win stuff? Of course I did. There was an air fryer,
Ooh, I want one.
but I didn't win it. I'm good.
Patrick, what is behind me? It's my
I'm
dog.
glad you're watching, Aaron. I'm hoping to make it up to Maine this next year, too. That's one of my plans. We'll use some of the wood to build a small house that's on the site. I found some flattened drinking cups. Pretty cool. What time did the school close, JBP? Yeah, there you go. Everyone works so hard to find treasure. I love it. Yeah, I think it was an air fryer. And the raffle prizes There was I mean, I want to say he had to call at least 100 tickets. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. Maybe not 100. It might have been 50, but it just seemed like it. uh, yeah, there was a lot. There was a couple of really cool. There was one little display cabinet I was hoping to win. I didn't win it, but I survived.
Yep.
I wasn't going to give a bad review because I found 5 or 6 things in the seeded hunt and nothing in the natural hunt. Nothing, like to say I found. Oh, look what I found. It was mostly trash that I found, but I only dug about 10 holes, and I didn't win. I don't think I won any of the raffle prizes, but I wasn't going to give a bad review because of that. Otherwise, that was awesome. Oh yeah, I didn't I didn't even notice that. Let me see. Ooh, there you go. I didn't even notice that it was still spooky vibes. I like animals more than I like people. Well, that's good, JVP. Kids drop lunch money, so you should find at least some silver dimes. Yeah, Marty, that's the one I was talking about. It took what, like an hour to go through the raffle prizes? Ah, there were some nice things. Marty was sitting near me, I think, and I was like, every time I was like, oh, here comes the. There was like a little display cabinet thing, and I was like, ooh, I want that. I didn't win. Not my number. Got a few spots that have gone dry, and I'm stuck in the deer shop. So sad. Oh, hour and a half. There you go. To call the raffle prizes. I was supposed to go to PA next week and hunt with Charlie, KK, Teresa, the treasure hunter, Joe Setti, and the quarter crew, but I had to cancel. My wife was having. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Prairie Fire. One of these days I'll get out there with Charlie. That's the other thing too. Might be a while before I actually do actual detecting. Oh, so my permission is still my permission of Vermont. Nice. Yeah, I did win. I won several times Friday night. I gave Tom Kingery one, and I don't remember who else was sitting with you, Tom. But I just walked over and handed him each one of the dimes. So I'm hoping I gotta get a hold of Charlie Harley, because so anyway, I did see the spine specialist last Wednesday. I got back late, so that's why I ended up, like I said, I might not stream, and I didn't. So physical therapy is really not going that good on my back.
Good night, Tim.
Fell. Good night, Tim. Thanks for popping in. I fell a few weeks ago because my right leg gave out on me when I stepped down, and so they had me see a specialist, and he says not to have spinal fusion. That's about the only thing that's going to help me. Yeah, Jason and Doug and Rich, yeah, they're all good people. One of these days I'll get up there. One of them. So I don't know when that'll happen. I have to go get X-rays, and then I have to get scheduled for epidural, so that way I get the surgery approved.
Yeah.
So I'll see him in January. So like next year's hunts, I really want to pay for them now because they're all coming up for sale now. But hey, cuz. Hey, cuz, another cousin in the chat. Sarah Sambasini is also your cousin.
Hey, Shannon.
My sister. Yeah, just as my shoulder's getting better, right? Hey, Bart. So I don't know really what the future will bring. I went out with the Lynches, but they don't stay out very long. So not like it used to be, like where we'd go out for 8 hours, you know. So we met up and we went out for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. That was a lot. That was a lot. So trust me, I want a treasure seek. I'm really jonesing, you know. Like when I went to the Ansley Kate, I did the seated hunt for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And then just kind of walked around and watched my sister and make sure she found something. And kind of detected a little bit. Stupid caps lock. I know it happens to me too, Aaron. Detected a little bit, but not very long. See, Marty said I forgot about the air fryer. Next year, I'm still gonna go. I may not be able to detect, but I'm winning that dang on air fryer. It's gonna cost me 1,200 miles each way, but dang it, I'm gonna win it. Be cheaper to get it on Amazon, but I want to win it. But I hope you got something from tonight's discussion about events. You know, just like if you yeah, I had my key in my pocket for some reason. If you attend a hunt that is not very well run, then yes, please give a review constructively. If you go to a hunt and you don't find anything, you can still give a review, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was the hunt organizer's fault, or I would try to very hard not sound butthurt. Going to show me pro-am in Missouri, then the detect in the Heartland hunt. Nice, Prairie.
Mm.
I do want to go to DGH again because they do put on a very good hunt. Of all the
Hey,
people that,
DB.
there you go, Patrick. Don't be an ass about it. Exactly. It's obvious when it's a butthurt review. Just be constructive with your criticism. If you see that there's something that's
Yeah.
not run well or an experience, part of the hunt that you experienced that just didn't go over well, there's a way to be constructive about it. If you went and you didn't find anything, oh, okay, you'll be fine. You weren't going to find Captain Kidd's treasure. Just wasn't going to happen. That too, Lucky Duck. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Good night, DB. Love you a long time. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We do miss you when you're not, just so you know. I am small enough that I get to know each and every one of you. And I miss you when you're not here. Like Aaron knows. So yeah, go to a hunt. If you're going to a hunt, go there to expect to have a good time. Pretty much won't be disappointed on that part. Don't expect to find silver rings and gold bars and largies and kgs and reals and complete shoe buckles and U.S. buckles and Confederate buckles and all that. Don't go there expecting to find great things. Go there expecting to have a good time and hope to find great things. What's that old saying? Hope for the best, expect the worst. You're never disappointed.
Yep.
In it for the fun. Do want to find a jewel, but
Yeah.
never charts. It's JP.
Hey, what's up, JP?
I really got to get my butt back in gear and get back on Saturday nights. I miss my bearded guys. I'm trying to grow it in. And don't worry, JB. I promise this time when I go down to North Carolina, I will let you know ahead of time. I need to see
Charlie.
you, Mrs. JP. Huh?
Miss Charlie's here.
Hey, Charlie.
JPB, don't feel bad. I've only been to 2 in my life.
You'll go to one day.
Yep.
Trying to remember where JVP lives because I just sent her. You hope to make Roberts next year? I hope so too, Aaron. It was good. It was good. Like I said, for 3 weeks of coming up with it and planning it and arranging it and then running it, it was pretty good. Yeah, good turnout for that. And so I could only say that I see it being even better next year. So it's probably going to be a much bigger event next year. It was on good grounds. He's hunted it, but there was rings found and there was a standing liberty, or a walking liberty, one of them. Natural. It's been a fairgrounds since 1830, so it's not hunted out. So I'm if he holds it there again, or unless he finds another spot. Yeah, so glad I've hunted it with him. Yeah, it's a good spot. I mean, I wish my back and my shoulder were better. I would have had a lot more fun. Rob is a good guy. So if you're planning on hunts, because this year's hunt season is starting to slow down and starting to trickle out. There's not many left this year. But if you're planning on any next year for your first hunt, second hunt, 80th hunt, just go knowing, well, the more you've been to, the more you know this. Go expecting to have a good time with friends you've met in the chats, people you've seen on YouTube and haven't gotten to meet in person, people that you comment with each other in Facebook, whatever it is. This is how we meet each other. Go and make new friends and see old friends and enjoy your short vacation, because most people do it for the weekend, Friday to Monday or something. So go enjoy that little slice of not work, and
Yeah.
not housework, and not just letting your hair down, having a good time, hanging out with like-minded people. Go there for that. The fines and the tokens for prizes and the raffle prizes, that's all just like icing on the cake. But don't expect to find great things. Just hope for the best, expect the worst, and you'll never be disappointed. Work, the other four-letter word. Yeah. Nobody likes work
Yeah, and
until they
whatever you do,
retire.
don't sleep in to miss a seated hunt.
And no matter what kind of organized hunt you go to, there's also pay by the hour. People, like, I have the permission of Vermont. I could logistically say to people, "Hey, you want to hunt with me? It's like $100 for the day." So there are those that are around too. There are people that have really good permissions, and they'll charge you like $25 an hour, $100 for the day, whatever it is. So all natural, seeded and natural, seeded only. If you go into any of those, just go and have a good time. You know, um, if it's already been one around and you're not too sure about it, go and look at reviews. A lot of reviews are done by friends. I'm just gonna say that a lot of reviews are friends, but you know, just go and expect to have a good time, no matter how except for the Relicon couple, there was no getting around that. You wouldn't have had a good time, but outside of that, because they this last time I think they took the money or something like that. It wasn't even silver for the ground for the seated hunt, but um, just go and have fun with your friends, hang out. It's like a big group hunt.
Right here.
Then if you know some of your fellow friends on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, like I think the Monday Night Digs crew did up in Digstock in New York last year, where they all got an Airbnb together and split the cost. You could do that.
Hmm.
That saves you a little bit of bucks. So I think that's all I'm going to cover on events. That's all. I just wanted to see what you guys felt about it. Good night, Aaron. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it, buddy. And you keep being real too. Thank you. I'm as real as you can get. Go to a hunt. You'll find out. Same person sitting here.
Hmm.
Just my mouth is a little dirtier. I am a Jersey
Hmm.
girl. I am a Jersey girl. But y'all have a great night, great week. Um, if in the future you have any ideas of anybody you want us to have up here and get to know a little more, because I don't ask the regular questions everybody else does with what's your first detective? What's your favorite find? Where do you detect? I also ask questions so we can get to know the person. So if you have any ideas, just shoot me a comment on Facebook, or shoot me an email. It is on my about section on YouTube. And that's my problem, Prairie Pirate. I spend way too much more time talking than I do detecting. That's why I don't do so well. Relic Reaper, what's up? You late, bro? Oh, wait, almost didn't do it.
Hey,
Don't
Relic.
leave yet, y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sticker giveaway.
Sticker pack giveaway. Yeah, almost forgot. Woo! That wouldn't have been good.
Yep, hold on, everybody. Don't leave yet.
Don't leave yet. If you've already left and you want to see if you won the sticker pack because you were here earlier, now you can watch. Go all the way to the end, but you already know because you're here. Okay, stickerage. That's right, AVP. Go ahead, Mark. It's 41 entries.
Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Let's see who it's going to be. Who's going to get this sticker pack with a patch from Andrew, who wasn't here tonight.
Boom, boom, boom. DB.
DB left, but I'll let DB know.
Yeah.
So, unless she's here, I don't know.
Could be working.
Yeah, either way, if I don't let her know offline, she'll be here next Wednesday, I'm sure. So, but I do have her let her know, because I think she did duck out just before I did it. Stuck on you. You're late. Because we're getting ready to say goodbye. That's
Good
what we
night.
do now. So you all have a great rest of the week. You got I Dig Fridays, Saturday Digs, Treasure Sundays. I think that's what they call it. Monday Digs. You got Tuesday night. You got Bill Paparouche. You got Flash in Your Pan.
Yep.
Wednesday, you kind of hang out
Yeah.
here, or you can go to Iron Antler Adventures before and after because he's probably still streaming. Thursday night, you got sometimes Mark the Bird,
Mhm.
and then you got Shane, Ohio River
Yep.
History.
Shane.
Splattered throughout, you do have Chasing Miss Charlie. Keep an eye on her
Yep.
channel for when she goes live, usually Sundays. Sunday
Yeah.
mornings, you have Monardo Rob and Digging It Back. And then you have Mayor afterwards.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Saturday nights is Charlie's show.
Oh, Saturday night is Digging It Back.
Yep.
Hey, Lance McEwen,
Hey, Lance.
Outcast Metal Detecting. So please make sure you visit all these people. I've seen all of you in the chats everywhere, so I know you already do. I don't have to ask you to. If you haven't already been to one of those streams, please go check them out. Never
They're
know.
free.
I like it. If you like dirty stuff, go see Marks and the Dream Team. No, I'm only kidding. Marks is a great time too. So, and then Mallyman24 does do streams every now and then. Keep an eye on his channel for when he
Yeah.
does. And I will see you, and Mark will see you next Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. EST. So, anything else, Mark?
No, man, just gonna say what I usually say. Go out and find yourself something stupid cool.
That's right. And be kind to each other. It doesn't cost a thing. A smile can go a long way. So, peace.
Peace.
Peace.